Let's go. All right, so in our never-ending quest to always level up, what I went and bought was the Sharps Bros aluminum grip module for the Springfield Echelon. Of course, you can see on here I've got a compensator, PMM comp on it, and I just mounted this Vortex Defender XL. So I want to see how that runs. I'm going to zero this today on this gun. So this is really, I won't say these are the first rounds. I put exactly 2 magazines through it at an indoor range before coming out here to my property, and I've got several hundred rounds. I'm going to zero it, do some drills, get sweaty. I'm already kind of lathered up and see how it feels. I sweat a lot because I live in the southeast and it's hot year round. I'll give you my impressions on whether I think this would be something you could carry. Is it good for bigger guys, smaller people, good for concealed carry, or maybe just strictly a competition only? What does the grip angle feel like? I'll try and touch on all that stuff, and you know, obviously take some video of me shooting. I'm not that great. I never said I was, but then I'll leave you with the overall, is it worth it? Is it worth the price tag? Which I can't mention because YouTube doesn't like when you mention prices of things. So having said all that, let's get started. I'm really leaning into this old man kind of dorkiness with this eye protection. I kind of like it. Big thick framed, you know, old man beard. Love it. I've already zeroed it. That's boring. Watch someone zero a comp, or excuse me, a red dot. So smooth. I like it. I like it. Got that stupid fucking song in my head. Fucking. They might be giants, you know, that fucking stupid fucking song. I would walk 500. I hate it. I fucking hate the song. I hate that. Fucking hate misfires. I got to get that shit out of my head, man. Something I mentioned previously, so it's a little bit colder today. The first part of this video, I was out here, it was about 85 degrees, and a couple days later, I came out to finish this video up, and it's in the low 50s, and I've already noticed that as I shoot through this thing, and low 50s isn't anything, because of the smoothness on this grip module, my hands are starting to slip a little bit. As I mentioned to you before, I like a very tactile grip. I like a lot of the knurling, that when the flesh of your hand presses into a grip module, it kind of bites back. I appreciate that. Nothing against it too much, but you know, as you rip through a full magazine, I've started to notice I really have to press in a little bit tighter than I would normally, maybe with a polymer grip. So just something to keep in mind. Go on, take a good long look at it. No, for real, take a good look at it. There is the Sharps Bros aluminum grip module for the Springfield Echelon, which is, of course, made by HS Product out of Croatia. I did add the PMM comp on there, and I've got a Vortex Defender XL red dot that I've been shooting with the last couple of days. But as you can kind of tell just by looking at it, the aggressive, larger beaver tail than on the original grip module. So there's a much deeper cut here. There's also a really nice large undercut right there under the trigger guard. So I really like that, right? You feel it when you grip it in your hand, you sink in. So it's a much more pleasurable feel than the original grip. I don't know why I keep putting my hand in the screen there. It's not a large grip module, so if you're a bigger guy or girl and you pick it up, you'll notice that my hand, and I'm not a bigger dude, comes right up to where the Magwell starts. If you're a large dude, you might have an issue. I mean, it might kind of even go to that extent. So there's a consideration there. The grip module itself, or excuse me, the Magwell, nice big and round mouth. I like that. That's what she said. But I do appreciate that. That's a really nice feature. This did come with the wooden grip panels, but I don't really care for it, so I put black aluminum on there. It's just a personal preference. Yes, it is aluminum. A little bit colder today, so as you might suspect, anything metal obviously contracts cold much more than a polymer. So something to keep in mind. You know, you're not gonna. It's gonna retain that cold texture. What does that mean? Your hands are going to be slippier, not quite as tactile on this thing. There is a lot of, you can see bare metal here. Now there's good grip here, but under the trigger guard, that's just bare. You know, you've got some grip texture here, grip texture on the back strap, and this is fine. But when you compare it, and I know comparison is a thief of joy, but to, let's say, a polymer gun like the Walther PDP, this thing is just, you know, got quite a bit of you know, grip texture all around it. And of course, you can stipple it if you like. Can't stipple. I guess you could probably stipple this with a laser engraver or something like that. But that's just one thing that maybe a polymer grip pistol has over it. Also, considering the weight would be a little bit lighter with a polymer grip pistol. It is a much nicer grip angle than the original Echelon grip. I do like it. It feels really great to pick it up right out of the box, or excuse me, once it's installed. It's got that built-in gas pedal. It just feels really good. So that's kind of the up-close look at it. Quite nice, very easy. Okay, wanted to point this out real quick with the flared Magwell on the Sharps Bros grip module for the Echelon. So there's the 18-round standard magazine. You can see it really doesn't stick out too far. So for concealed carry, not an issue. If you're going to go with the larger extended, right? So you do get, this is with, I think, +3. So it does stick out quite a little bit further, but not too much, right? So just something to keep in mind if that's an issue for you. Pretty cool. All right, big, let's go. I gotta tighten my groups. No timer today. No timer. It's okay. Okay. All right. A comp also makes a difference, guys. I'll tell you, I really like shooting with this comp. It's a smooth machine. I'll tell you, last but not least, if Echelon is your jam, if this is your gun and you want to upgrade and you have the bones to do it, yes, it's a worthwhile upgrade. Okay. It's not going to make you shoot better. It's not going to be life-changing. It's not the greatest thing since sliced bread. But I'll tell you, if they sold it, if Springfield got together with Sharps Brothers and sold it like this, man, son, this would be killer package for them. I heard somewhere, I watched another video, I think Sure Shot Tony said that they might do that. That would be really cool. That would be great. This would be hard to beat, to sell a gun like this with this grip module with this pistol. I really enjoy shooting the Echelon. The trigger isn't too bad. You can kind of follow along, of course, right? You know, everybody gets snobby about triggers, but the more you shoot, you know, you get used to any old trigger, except Glock. I'm not a fan of the Glock trigger. Don't hate, just speaking truth, gang. I like it quite a bit. It's worth it to me because I intend to compete with it. Would it be good for a carry gun? You know, that's up to you. I wouldn't carry it. I think I'd much rather have a little bit smaller. This isn't set up to be a carry pistol for me. But I'll tell you, it sure could. If you went with the 4, this is a 4.5. If you went with a 4-inch version and decided to put this grip module on there, I don't see why not. I don't see why you couldn't. You know, you train with it enough, you can make it your own, and you can make it what you want. I think that's the really neat thing about this, the mutable characteristics of this grip module with this gun. So hope that helps you to make a decision going forward. You could probably get maybe a used grip module if you don't want to spend that 350 credits on it that's brand new, or weight. Typically there might be a weight for these things as well. So just something to keep in mind. You might be able to find one out there used online. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. If you like these videos, just go ahead and click like down below if I can get the words out. If you really like what I do, please subscribe, and I'll keep cranking these things out. I do these just for fun and on my little piece of dirt property. And there we go. All right, guys, thank you.